Hi everyone, this video is inspired by one of my favorite songs right now on one of my favorite albums. The album is Four, it's by Beyonce, and the song is The Best Thing I Never Had. One of my favorite lines is the one that goes, "What goes around comes back around." I wasn't intending to sing. I just wanted to say it. And the other one was, "You showed your blankety blank and I saw the real you." I really put my attitude into it when I sing it, and it's kind of fun when you're just in your room having fun with the song. But it really made me think, and I think she does a good job with the female empowerment songs. I'm not intending this to be a male bashing song. I mean, but it's just to talk about my experiences and hopefully help some young people know that it gets better. And just because you had a few bad romantic experiences doesn't mean that you should throw in the towel. Um, a little bit of background. I haven't had that many relationships, maybe three, four, give or take, and that's it. I really did not want to have that many because I didn't want all those notches under my belt. I mean, that's not really an accomplishment. I wanted to date and get married to the person that I chose, and I thought all of those situations would end up in marriage, but clearly that didn't happen. And when a relationship ends and you are the person being let go, sometimes you question yourself. Did I do enough in the relationship? Where was I dropping the ball? Why did this happen? I was really emotionally invested and things just fell apart. And for a long time, I was really, really, really messed up about it. But I just came to the realization one day that things happen for a reason, and even the most gorgeous people get tippy toed out on. And looks cannot keep a man. Slanging that thing cannot keep a man. Um, Feminine sexual prowess is not enough. I mean, you can be all those things, but if a person does not want you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much effort you put into it trying to make something work. Don't try to make a shoe fit that doesn't fit. Just buy another shoe. I mean, you shouldn't. I'm just saying that to say not everything fits everybody. And there will be a shoe that's a perfect fit. I'm not saying perfect person, but perfect fit for your life. And that Mr. Dime, whoever he is out there, I believe God is going to blow my mind with whoever he sends. And he's making me wait to develop me into the woman that I'm supposed to be, so that a man does not have to raise me, that I will already be the woman that he has called me to be, so that he can be the man in the relationship that he is supposed to be, and the spiritual head, and that we will come together and be equally yoked. I made very poor choices in my relationships. I did not have enough knowledge in terms of how to pick people, how to weed through sheep's in wolves' clothing, how to spot pathological liars, how to spot people who were just not ready for a relationship, people who were deceptive. And that's not to throw all men under the bus. It's just a good thing to be aware of what's out there and not have delusions like things are going to end up like a Disney novel when that's so far removed, a Disney movie when that's so far removed from how things actually work in the world. And having street smarts and male having savvy into the male mind is imperative, and being able to have discernment enough to say, this isn't for me. There's something better out there, or something in the milk isn't clean. Let me try something else or someone else. And that's not saying that the person is a bad person. It's just saying that that person is not for you. And it takes more than chemistry to make something work. It takes more than being attracted to someone to make it work. Timing is also a good thing, because the person may be a good catch, but if they haven't developed into who they need to be, if you haven't developed into who you need to be, you two are trying to work out the kinks, and it's work enough to be in a relationship. And it's also important to set standards for what you want in a relationship. I know now that I'm a princess, and it's not only because I want that title and I want to have that air about myself. I think my behavior is princess behavior. And so I'm going to expect a prince. And anything less than a prince, a frog, is not going to be acceptable. Frogs, let me break it down, are men that are deceptive, are men that cheat, are men that will take advantage of a woman's kindness, and a woman's heart will just be low down and trifling. Men who have not matured, men who are unsure of whether they want to date you or sit up under their mother's thumb, sit up under their mother's bosom and be breastfed their whole lives instead of standing up and being real men. I don't have time to babysit, and no man has time to babysit me. I'm an adult and should be treated as an adult and act like an adult. And the man should be an adult and expect to be treated accordingly. Yes, I have a lot of learning to do. I haven't mastered life, but I am growing into a young woman now, and I have a better sense of what I want. I have standards to which you must be, and by standards I don't mean make six figures and take me to 5-star restaurants. I mean treat me with respect. Treat me the way you would want someone to treat their mother. All I'm asking, take me to the pizza place, Pizza Hut. Get my stuffed crust pizza with extra cheese, extra mozzarella, extra pepperoni once a month. That's it. I think that's more than reasonable for an expectation to go somewhere. I don't want to go to a fancy restaurant all that time. That takes too much gas, too much financial responsibility. It is better to just go grab something from Taco Bell and watch Criminal Minds. Or, if you're not into that, we can listen to all the Digital Underground and Tupac that you want. I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to know it word for word, but Tupac was cool, so I don't mind. And I don't mind necessarily doing activities that I'm not so comfortable with. I'm not going to promise you I'm going to be deep into sports, but if it's something that you're into, I will give it a chance. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be in love with it though. But if it's important to you, I will try to make it important to me, because you would be important to me. I would just like to go for an ice cream to have sprinkles and, gummy bears and maybe some Hershey's Crunch Bar on top of my ice cream. Be able to take you to work and show you off to all my coworkers and be smiling on the inside like I have the most attractive, most intelligent, best boyfriend in the whole world, and everybody is probably jealous of me because they wish they had somebody like that person. And just for me to be able to, I guess, warm up something for him to take to work and put the smiley faces all around his name or hearts, and draw that with my permanent marker on his little Tupperware so he can take it to work. Just being able to try to do laundry and have that smell of that cologne on the wife beater. Oh, sexy. But and just to have someone to break out the tight lace underwear for once in a while. Wink wink. But that's only for a person who deserves it. That's not really for everybody. But I've just come to a point to accept that, not every relationship is meant to be. Sometimes the best lessons come out of the worst circumstances, and that's all to help you grow stronger. This is not a male bashing post, it's just to make women aware that you can say no to things. You can put your foot down and say, I'm not going to tolerate being mistreated. I'm not saying that you have to be belligerent, but have standards for yourself. And just to say it's not too much to ask for a man to treat me well. And there are some women who dog men horribly because they don't know what love is, and they did not grow up in a household where they had healthy examples. So when they went out into the world, they mistreated a man. And I realize now that I don't have a monopoly on hurt. There were many people who were deceived and just things that were done to them that were low down. But if that's your slogan for the rest of your life, taking that baggage into a relationship, punishing a good person, that's not right and it's not fair. And it took a very special friend and a very treasured person in my heart to help me realize that. And it's a journey, first to forgive yourself and then to forgive the other person. And it's easy to hold on to resentment because it's like, what did I do to deserve this? Why am I in this place? But all it's doing is making you stronger. And yes, I do struggle with some anger about the situation, but I'm trying to work through it because I don't want to hurt a good man. I probably will say more on this issue. Talk to you later. Bye bye.